Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi everyone. Welcome to our lunchtime snack tag post, coming at you with a surprise. Typically we do things in the evening, right? And share, you guys get to watch it anytime you want. But we're coming at you live this afternoon to share some healthy snacks.
We figured it was lunchtime and you guys might be hungry, so we thought, hey, why not come up with some healthy snack ideas? And one of the things that we hear a lot about is people love our snack, that is our healthy protein, what do we call them?
Protein fudge, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people like to call it the protein fudge.
So we're going to make some protein fudge today. I'll be sharing a little bit while you're going to be doing, Denise is going to be doing some of the demonstration work.
I'm the Vanna.
And I'll be sharing some of the benefits of the protein. So I'm Teresa Sakis.
I'm Denise Gaskell.
We should probably do some intros.
Yeah.
And we've been in health and wellness now for many years. I'm 23 years and in health and wellness. I'm not 23 years
I thought
old.
you were going to kind of slide in some lies there.
I'm only 23 today.
I'm 30 years in health and wellness, so you know, that kind of puts me at 50. I've talked about that before, but on this health journey, I feel like I'm better in my 50s and healthier because of the journey that I've been on than I did feel when I was in my 30s. So
we both got started on a health journey because we wanted to feel better, help our families, and I think, you know, it's just taken off. We've been sharing Shaklee for many years full time, absolutely love it. And one of the things we get asked a lot is, you know, what are some great snack ideas for adults and kids?
Yeah,
so
right.
This is a favorite, a fan favorite, right? If we can have a fan favorite in Shaklee, it's our protein fudge. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, and so this is more of like a sweet treat, and you can, as I do the recipe, we'll talk about how you can do some different add-ins and really kind of switch it up to your flavor. We'll just talk about the base. I'm going to make a half of the recipe, but it can be easily doubled. We're going to use the Shaklee Protein Powder, and as Teresa mentioned, she's going to be sharing some tips about our products and why you'd want to use our products in your healthy snacks. I have to say that I consume lots of Shaklee all day long, and snacking included. So to get started, then I'll just share a little bit. We're going to use the Shaklee Life Shake. I chose to use the vanilla protein flavor, but you know what? You can make this with the chocolate if you want a more berry flavor. If you want to switch it up and kind of give it a cafe latte flavor, you can use that protein powder as well. We also have a plant-based, so if you like to use and mix it up with some varieties, you can use that as well. But vegan, right? Non-GMO. Do you want to share some health benefits? I'm going to use just to share, and I'll post the recipe in the end just so everybody knows. But we're going to use 1/2 cup of the Shaklee protein powder.
So I'm going to show that, I'll wait till you get a scoop out there. I'm not doing the manual labor today, so I forgot about that. And I'm not really known as much of the cook, but this is great because...
You sell the sizzle for me, T, would you?
Right, so this is very easy because this is, you know, no bake, and you don't have to be a cooker to do this. So
No cooker.
No cooker. This is a no bake. So I'm going to hold this. I had a couple people say to me on some of the past videos that we've done that they couldn't see the product. So this is called Life Shake. Let me get it really close there. And like Denise mentioned, it comes in several different flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, cafe latte. We have it in several different types of protein too to fit everybody's needs. So we have a whey protein, we have a soy protein, and we have our plant-based. And the plant-based protein consists of a pea, a chia seed, and pumpkin. And that's such a unique protein, right?
Yeah, some ancient grains and some other goodies in there to give you a whole host of health benefits, right? It's gluten-free, it's non-GMO. So for people who are looking for a vegan, safe, healthy protein, all of our proteins offer those options.
Okay, so you put, to start with.
Yeah, sure. So I put 1/2 cup of the protein in. Again, this is no bake, so you can whip this up in a few minutes. We love to have these like in between, right? So in between meals, or when the kids were younger after school. Now they'll come home. When they see that I've made this today, they're going to be scouring either the fridge or the freezer and finding out where I hid them because they taste good cold, warm on the counter or in the freezer. So.
Well, it was funny. Denise said, I will make these, but I need to take them home with me. They cannot stay at your place because of the fact that my kids are going to want it. So
as soon as they see it,
yeah they know.
It doesn't matter how old. They're 22. My daughter in California is going to be like, Mom, how do I get some of those?
Okay, so Now what you're using is some peanut butter,
Yep,
correct?
yep. So this is kind of the base of the recipe, right? Not only the protein powder, but you want to add in some peanut butter. You can use nut butter. I know, Teresa, you're a big fan of non-peanut butter, so
Right.
you want to share a little bit
So
about...
I use cashew butter. There's also almond butter, but one of my big favorites is sunflower seed butter, and you can get that sweetened or non-sweetened. Since I don't do the sugars, I'm doing the non-sweetened. Does take a little bit of time to get used to, but it's yummy. And so now, granted, I would probably make this a little different because I'm not going to add the next ingredient in mine that Denise would be adding because I'm not doing the sugars.
Sure.
But so you use how much did you say you put
So
in
a
there?
half a
Everybody,
cup.
half a cup.
So a half a cup of protein and a half a cup of the Shaklee protein and a half a cup of peanut butter. And I just wanted to throw some words of wisdom in there, things that I've learned along the way. Peanut butter, because of the way the peanuts are grown and the way a lot of companies spray them with pesticides, they really kind of call them the chemical pellets in the food industry. So if you can, try to buy organic. I bought this at Meijer. I know Aldi has a brand as well, Trader Joe's, and they're very reasonable. So get yourself some organic peanut butter, and I love, this is the, I'll give a shout out to for Pampered Chef. I love this little, I don't know, easy scoop thing that you can just put the peanut butter in, and then I'll just shove the bottom, and it pops right out. Makes it clean and easy to do.
Well, show everybody. I know they can't see that too well. If you want to lift that bowl up. Oh, you just popped it out.
I did.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
So she's throwing it all into, there we go. Everybody's going to want to see that.
So a half a cup of protein so far, and a half a cup of powder.
Okay.
Protein powder and a half a cup of peanut butter is what I meant to say.
Okay, so just 2 ingredients. And this is the great thing about this snack. There are not a lot of ingredients in there. Now, this can be, again, adults, children love this. This can be put in the refrigerator when it's done. It can be frozen, taken on the road, so it's great for...
yeah, it's good road trip food.
Right. Yeah. Anytime you're traveling, or if you have soccer games the kids are going to, you know, you guys are going to be out all day. Great snack to take with. Okay, what's the next ingredient?
So you can put this in any order you like. I'm just doing it in the order that I typically make it in. So I have pre-mixed a half a cup of chocolate chips. So we love peanut butter and chocolate chip in our house. It's a great combination. It's that, you know, yummy kind of, I don't know, classic American treat, right? So you can use carob chips. You could use, for people who are staying away from sugar, you could certainly add in some cranberries or cherries, some other ideas that maybe aren't chocolate or aren't sweet.
That's what I love about this.
I use a dark chocolate chip, so I love these. So again, just a half a cup, just to kind of throw it in there. And
everything seems to be the half a cup. That's all we need to remember.
Yeah, it really is easy, you know. So far we just have the peanut butter, the powder, and the chocolate chips.
Okay. What's next?
The next mix up that I do is a little bit of maple syrup and honey. So I like to mix a little bit of the both. If you use all maple syrup, it's a little bit thin, and you may like them that way. Or if you use all honey, they're a little bit thicker. Either way, I use about a half of a cup, just under that maybe, if I'm going to use all maple syrup, because like I said, maple syrup tends to be a little thin.
Well, and when I used to have the sugar, now I never added the maple syrup, so that was a new one to me when I heard that you did that for this recipe. I just went with the honey.
Yeah.
Now for me, I don't use any honey. I just mix those suckers up without the honey because, you know, I'm not going to have that added sugar in there.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. So
okay, show everybody what you're mixing.
So, yeah.
There's what it looks like. I love it.
Super simple, right? It just, and the kids can help mix this as well and make this. I know and what's fun about this is you can actually eat the dough. There's no raw eggs or anything in there. So as you're going along, you know, hopefully you leave enough for your guests or whoever you're feeding with it. But you just simply just kind of mix it all in together.
Yummy.
It's super simple. So.
Okay, and so that's what you're going to add. Anything else? I know you add some additions in there. You're mixing it up.
Sure. So this is really kind of ready to go. And typically what I'll do is just grab my another Pampered Chef tool, right?
And she doesn't work for Pampered Chef. You know, you think she does right now, but she doesn't.
I have a couple tools that I can't live without. So, you know, and then I just make little round grabbable pieces, you know, little round balls with their, I think it's a melon baller or something. But, you know. I'm
not as fancy in my house, so I just take a spoon and I just scoop it up.
This is what Teresa does. She just takes her spoon and eats
sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes sometimes, now granted, it never even makes it into the bowl to be scooped.
Yeah.
I just make individual servings of that and just mix it up and eat it.
Yeah, what's fun is that it really kind of thickens up quick, so they are edible right away. If you like them cold, you certainly can. I brought some other fun stuff, things that we've used in the past. You can add in a half a cup of oatmeal if you like. You can add in a half a cup of crunchy cereal if you like a little bit of crunch to it. We've done cranberries, dried cranberries in the past. I also love sometimes to roll it in something if you have more time, or if you want to roll it in a little cocoa powder. If you want to roll it in, I brought some coconut as well. So you know, it's certainly to your flavor, whatever you have in the house. It's just a handful of simple ingredients. So just to recap, you're going to use a half a cup of Shaklee protein powder, half a cup of peanut butter, half a cup of chocolate chips, and a half a cup of a sweetener, whether that's a mix of maple syrup and honey or just one or the other.
And for me, like, I'll either do it without the honey and the syrup because I'm reducing the sugars, or I do eat fruits, so sometimes I mash a banana and put that in there, and so that'll give the sweetness that I need in there. But it doesn't necessarily, it'll be drier of a mix if you don't put any liquid in there, but obviously I use a banana or something like that, so it tastes yummy.
The banana is a really good idea if you love, and especially banana and peanut butter. That's another classic American favorite, right? But there's also a recipe that I found using pumpkin. So pumpkin's nice and moist, and obviously it's pumpkin season right now, so mixing that in, you can play with that. But I'll post both those pumpkin and the recipe for our classic Shaklee peanut butter fudge.
Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit more about the protein. So besides the fact that it's wonderful in this recipe, if you weren't using it in this recipe, the benefits of the protein, so you know, you could do it as a smoothie meal replacement. So it evens out the blood sugars, it helps with weight loss, it helps with energy. So those are some of the reasons that people take it or use it every day as a meal replacement drink. Now when you're getting it in that recipe, it's a great way to sustain you and gives you some nice protein, and that's why it's a great afternoon snack, or you know, like I mentioned with the kids. What else did you want to add with this protein?
You know, it's a great pick-me-up. It's not a full serving, so it's just a nice, it sustains your energy level, right? So it gives you kind of a nice little boost. Plus, it doesn't make your blood sugars drop, right? So it's going to balance the blood sugars out. You know that when you're feeding that recipe to your kids and your family, you can feel confident that it's not just another sugary snack treat. You know, it's and like I said, doing it together and working on it as a family is really kind of fun too. So
they love it, and there's so many different ways to use our products, so we just wanted to share that one way. Typically, like I mentioned, you know, this shake is used for meal replacement, or it's used for weight loss or an energy shake, but there are so many ways to use our products, so we just wanted to come on here at lunchtime, give you a little snack idea. And so feel free to, you know, send us messages. I know Denise is going to post and share the recipe for us.
Yeah, and moving forward, we are looking forward to coming to you during the lunchtime to share some additional healthy lunch and snack ideas.
So thanks for being with us. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.